So, it's been a long time, huh? Like, this is gonna be one of those races that I decided to use one of the most weirdest cards in the entire game. And I've seen some players use that before. Actually, one player, Sergeant guy, who uses this combo in Deluxe. And I know he hates my card, Deluxe. But anyway, this is not gonna be easy for me because this combo is kinda outdated for online. Not for me. I can still make a viable. It's still a viable card. Oh, and by the way, this is not the race from 2021. This is the race from 2020 January. You surprised? Because I didn't even get to record anything from 2020. Almost nothing. Just two videos. Surprised, huh? And there's a lot I want to go through for the entire year. There is no other way I can actually race because this year was a total disaster for me. There were so many IRL stuff I had to do because this game's gonna waste my time so many times. It just wastes my time. Even though I want to play my cards and record every single day, but absolutely no way. Like, I still have college. But you know what worries about me is the skill creep for this game. It's so high for me. Because if I don't play this game that much, that means I'm gonna skill creep, but who cares for me? Who cares? Absolutely no way I could actually, unless I work hard enough. But that was a curse. Working hard is such a curse. Because the skill creep is so high in this game. Like 3 years is just so high. It won't even matter if I have the motivation to do this, to play this game. If I have the motivation, but there is no way. I don't have time playing this game that much. But good news for this year. Good news. I bought another monitor. Yeah, I had bought another monitor for this year. One monitor is not going to do any good. Like, I posted that last year, but one monitor is just not going to do any good for recording. Because I need two. Yeah, two. It's ridiculous. Because the setup, because the new setup I just did, it's so complicated. It's not just getting another monitor, it's just also the connection, because my router for disconnect is so bad. It might disconnect and I lose too many points and I will kick out of the lobby so easily. Like the switch power for Wi-Fi, it's so low that it requires me to use a LAN setup. And the LAN setup is just huge deal. Like it's a huge deal. Because because the connection is a little bit more consistent. You know, when I want you to buy a LAN connection to play Smash Bros online, well, it could be the same for this game, but I don't know how effective. Depends on people who have bad connections. Oh, and by the way, I have a new Pro controller. Yeah, my controller, it just Yeah, pressing the R button for the original controller is so wonky. It's something it doesn't respond correctly. So far the entire video is not going so well, huh? But don't worry, there was last year's video. So why do I need to complain? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know what I said before? I cannot record for the entire tournament. That includes summer, but there's some thing I could do. I should just practice time trials a little bit more. Like if I could grind for 50 tries a day, but 50 tries is enough because I have other things to do. Look at that, man. That's how versions are so broken. They never crack on anything. Anyway, the entire summer, it's just a lot of studying I have to do. Like because 2020 is such a tough year for everybody. Like for everybody, no matter what place you live in. Like all day, all single day, I stay in the house all day. You can see right there. You can see right there. Like anyway, do you see that? You see what just happened there? It's one of those online incidents that I keep having problems about. It's not online. I mean, it's not online incidents. This is one of those rare things that happen to me. If somebody falls, you reappear again. And you get bumped. Especially in this 3cc nightmare. But this happens so rare to me nowadays. I mean, you never know if a person's gonna pop up when they fall down. Even though I don't have enough time to play this game, like there are some things I know what other players are doing. There is this my code rewards something that I don't follow. I'm more independent person than trying to go to these tournaments and stuff. I know some players just retire from this game because they don't have the motivation. I still have motivation, I just don't have time, sadly. Like these videos are kinda decent, but at least I learned something throughout the year. Like I learned about neutral drifting. Well, neutral drifting is one of those simple things, but like neutral drift, you just don't touch the stick. But reason why neutral drift is so important because it makes you take shortcuts more easily. I saw a video where they oh, that's what it's called. I don't know if the neutral drifting is back in the days. I just take a shortcut. Take the shortcut or what is more proper way. I just hopped. I thought hopping is gonna work, but sometimes shortcuts just fail. Sometimes, but I don't know why. Then I found out what neutral drifting is. The entire years I don't know what neutral drifting is, and not knowing is the complete disaster for my skills. For example, you know that shortcut from Michael Stadium, New City, or Shanghai Falls? This is why you have to use the neutral drift. If you touch the stick even once, you fail the shortcut. You touch the stick, you fail. Even one single touch. Like I tried it many times. I just tested out in my own time. And to my surprise, it actually worked. But it doesn't take one try to do it. It's going to take a lot of tries for me trying to get more consistent shortcuts. So yeah. ... What just happened? Anyway, there's something I have to talk about when something about the one I got a Pro Controller. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with the original setup for the controller for this game. My setup you know that Switch that update that came out, like I don't know how long it was. Button mapping. Well, button mapping is when you change your, like button mapping is simply change the controller in the Switch settings. They have button mapping in Smash Bros, but not for all games, especially for this game. But now you can. But it is a huge deal for me. You know why? Because when I bought the Pro Controller, I was thinking of trying to switch to a more comfortable position. I use B for acceleration. Why I put the A and Y button for braking. Actually, no. I use Y for braking and A for reverse. I mean looking backwards. I mean rear mirror. I mean A rear mirror. And the ZL button I use is just for looking backwards also, because why not have both, just in case. Look at this disaster. What a disaster. This racist. Anyway, my button mapping is kind of weird, but that is how I want to go. That is how I really play. Like it's not necessary to change your button mapping for this game, but you know what's, because you know that comfortability actually affects your gameplay. Because you don't have any comfortability and you're trying to do the most complicated setup just for this game. Like, imagine having complicated setup for this one game. That's the only way of playing Ice Climbers for Smash Ultimate, because they're one of those difficult characters in the game. This game not that major, but if you want to look backwards all the time for online races, this is how I play for the kind of setup. So yeah, let me get back to these races, huh? So the entire race, What do I need to say? What do I need to say? It's like a chore if you're trying to have fun. Man, you know what I want for my Kart night? Just to go a little bit easy on the drag item stuff. The drag item stuff, you know. To be honest, it's worse in this game because of the net code issues. Like, do they really have to release this game a little bit early? Like, they should re-release this game with 2017 for the 2017 Christmas holidays. They could have fixed something like the red shells, not for the red shell warning delays, red shell passing you, or else you'll drag her out by accident. Like, everything you see wrong with this game. Well, I don't know if it's even worth it. It doesn't even matter. You look at the sales and it doesn't even matter. They wouldn't even update this game. Like, fix them stuff. The first place bomb, I still have a lot of issues. And to think that the developers think that using the bomb in first place is so intentional for a party game. Like, if you're having a party just for playing this game, if somebody has a bomb in first place, what will they thinking? They will be thinking, like, you shouldn't have powerful items since you delete. Like, no way. Tour is even worse, to be honest. Not only every item is so overpowered, but the CPUs are indirectly buffed. Like, that Michael Tour fiasco, huh? Like, Michael Tour is probably one of the most frustrating Minecarts. Like, I will not even call Michael Tour a Minecart game. I could call it a spinner, but they tend trying to act like an official Minecart game with gacha stuff. But the gacha stuff is not a worry about it. It's how they know so many mechanics in Minecart Tour. You know what's the biggest nerf in this game, in Minecart Tour? They don't even allow you to stop with the roulette so quickly, because, like, there are theories of why, but let me get back to that nerf. Like, this nerf that you're not allowed to stop the timer is a huge nerf. Like, in previous Minecart games, you can stop the roulette after getting an iron box for a few milliseconds. Not in Minecart Tour. There's no such thing. There's no such button you can actually, like, even like, I tried many times. When I get the iron back, I try to tap many times and it doesn't work. And I figured out they took it away. They took away that the mechanic that had been used so many times. It was a classic, and he got rid of it. I know why, because it's like developers, like, there's 3 developers that made Minecart Tour, but you can figure it out in my wiki. But it's like the developers doesn't want to make Minecart Tour a little bit more easy, and they nerfed that particular mechanic because they don't want to make it advantage for the point rankings. And I noticed so huge that you can get hit by Ratio before you can get an iron before you can get a protected item, because red shells are even more difficult to dodge than any other game, even Minecraft 8 and Minecraft 8 Deluxe. Because smart steering actually exists. Even if you turn off the smart stick, you won't able to go off the walls. It makes red shells so more effective. They're more fast in this game. Like, I can feel it. I can feel it. There's some things that I could appreciate. Probably the stats. They put the stats actually exist in Minecraft, but they don't put the stats in Minecraft. I mean, you have to look it up in the internet. But even you have a small character, CPUs are they're just still gonna catch up to you. In most courses, some courses, it depends. And this is what I want to talk about: the CPUs of Minecraft. They're one of the most aggressive CPUs in the entire series, and I'm not joking. I mean, those nerfs that I talk about the roulettes not stopping and the mini turbo they nerfed. I mean, the mini turbo for Minecraft is so slow. Like, even Ultra Mini Turbo is not effective. They still gonna catch up to you. Like, it's not even not that far. So pathetic. Like, there's so many nerfs in Minecraft. It felt like an indirect buff to the CPUs. Or because they want to make the rankings a little more challenging, but it's made a little bit more unplayable. Even despite the updates. Oh, now you can actually put in rotation modes, but it's still not enough. I cannot get used to the controls or any of the mechanics in this game. And you know, the mechanics actually got copied from Minecraft 7. But unlike Minecraft 7, where you can actually do some crazy stuff, you cannot do it in Minecraft Tour. Like, I know in Minecraft 7 you can actually, if you have the monster waves, but there is no monster waves in Minecraft Tour. Absolutely none. It's always so cool to actually drive across the off-road. But they nerfed it altogether in Minecraft Tour. But my god, I don't want to talk about this game. But man, I still have a lot of talking to do because Minecraft Tour is stuff ridiculous and every other stuff is going on this year. But man, the good news is that I got first for this game. What are you saying right now? Feels so good. I never used Morton in a long time, but it doesn't even matter anyway. Morton is like the niche pick for this game. Not unlike Wii U version. So that is what I want to talk about, so I'll see you in the next episode. So